Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back everyone. It's so good to have you in my studio, especially that I wasn't here for 2-3 weeks. I've missed my crafting studio, I've missed chatting to you, and I've missed crafting, but I had a good reason. Here they are, brand new winter books, gorgeous magical winter for every project you can imagine. However, this release was super special, super intense, quite crazy, I must admit, because we not only had 2 books, but 5 altogether. The other 3 books are background series, new series of background books. I wish to say I have them all here, but no, I have one actually. One which is the Whispers of Fall. There's also Whispers of Winter and Whispers Between the Music Notes. You must check those out. All 5 are available on Amazon worldwide. But also check your local stores. A lot of stores, especially in Europe, they do have our books, so check them out. And maybe you could wait until they get the stock, and maybe you could support your local craft store by purchasing the books through them. Look at them, they are absolutely gorgeous. This was probably the hardest release of all, because not only there is 5 books, but these 2 beauties that I have here, they're twice the size. So technically, if you think about it, it was like 7 books. And I really tried my best to have them as soon as possible for you, but Amazon was playing tricks on me. He released the first 2 books, then he decided to release the other 2 of backgrounds day later or 2 days later, and then the 5th one even day later. I'm telling you, this was just such a roller coaster of what's going on. Daily check up how Amazon is gonna to decide. But I'm not without any fault in this, because there are some difficulties, technical issues that sometimes they don't allow us to do things. But for now, we have it all out there, all beautiful 5 books, so check them. And today in this video, I'm gonna show you these 2. This one is particularly close to my heart because I think it's the most unique book. Nobody did anything like this yet again before. At least I tried my best to make sure that this is something different, something unique, something the most magical that you can get. This is Magical Winter, and I just love it so much. Both of these books are perfect to mix and match with each other. They are also done the way that you don't need anything else but just one book. If you like some subject, just keep that and you will have everything there. I'm just going to show you, of course, but you have elements, you have words, you have creatures, you have focal points, you have additions, you have backgrounds. You have it all. You have it all. Without any further ado, let me turn the camera around. Let me show you what's inside. I think we're gonna start with the winter stories. I never forget story behind. Never forget when I greeted this gorgeous boy, and I knew it. I knew that it's going to be the very first boy on the cover, because so far somehow it happened, because we are in the fairyland and with the fairies, that there's always a girl on the cover. So I was so pleased and so proud of him, because I think he deserved to be on this cover in the spotlight. He's the cutest thing the winter can imagine. At least that's how I see winter. I see the winter with this beautiful cuteness, with this innocence, and with the magic in it, with the snow, sparkles and all. For this one, I just loved the idea that it's not a typical gnome, as you can tell, because everyone is thinking gnome has a beard, it's old, short. No, Marta's gnomes are Maremi style gnomes, which are different, and there's tons of girls, which is yet again different, and even different skin tones, which that's difficult to find, I guess. So in this book you will have it all, and the most gorgeous, actually, and the most gorgeous houses with the mushroomy feel. Oh, you must check it out. I just cannot wait to cut through it, because I just love winter so much. I love autumn and I love winter. And by the way, this autumn, the Autumn Whisper of Autumn backgrounds, is going to be beautiful and perfect combination and mixture with the autumn stories that maybe you already have. It's not a necessity, but it's a nice mixture. It's a nice complement to it, especially if you have still a lot of girls, a lot of fairies left, a lot of elements. The backgrounds could come very handy. So let's switch the camera. Let's see what's inside. inside of those. Let's go, let's start with the winter stories. Before I'm going to show you what's inside, it's really worth to explain that this book is actually quite big. It's twice the size because I think it's 107 pages, so it's bigger than Botanica. If you have the Botanica, you know that it's a big book. Now in comparison to, for example, Whimsical Houses, here it is. Can you tell? I hope you can tell. So it's really twice the size, and for a little extra only, because you may be wondering, Marta, why the books is extra $1, $2 more than the previous, and this is exactly why. Or why something gets $5 or more, this is exactly why, because for a little extra you get 2 of the books really in this one, because it's a lot of pages. So let's see what's inside. As always, there is a little hello from me, a like, welcome everyone, because not everyone knows me, of course, so for those who are purchasing the book for the very first time, I think it's important to know who I am and what's about, what those books are about. I always try to implement some little characters and make sure that always, no matter what's on the side behind, you're not gonna lose out any images. Same for here, because on this side there is no images, just the library of the books, and you can see all of the books so far, 18 books right now, and you can see the Whispers of Fall that I showed you, and Whispers of Winter and Whispers Between the Music Notes, 3 background books that I hope to show you in the next video or video after that, because I think before anything I just need to really start cutting this book because it's just too cute. I cannot wait. And also I think it's important to note that if you're not too sure which books are mine, not only that you can check it out here, but also they have quite distinctive cover, that the covers all are in the same theme. They always match with each other, they are in the series, but this is a great checkup to have it for future. Maybe you can even want to copy that for your own and just to know which books are mine, because I know that some people by mistake purchase books that looked similar but they weren't mine. They were like, oh no, I didn't mean to. So just in case, I think it's worth to explaining. And also, if you see that this is me, this little head, this is me, and this is where securely you can purchase on Amazon the books. Okay, the very first page, the bunny that it was on the sneak peek, and I know that tons of you loved it. I love these 2 the most, but then a lot of you mentioned about the mouse, but truly I think everyone will find something that they love, some animal that they can maybe not relate to, but they just like and enjoy in it. The left side, always there is a tiny bit of a background, but it's not for usage. My beautiful friends, I know some of you have mentioned, Marta, why do you put backgrounds on the back? I kind of don't, and I do, because look at it, it's exactly the same background. So it's not that you have to choose some background over the other side. No, this is much lighter version. However, I listened to your suggestions and the same background is coming, I think, as the last page. So because I know that a lot of you have been using these backgrounds, the left side, which they are muted purposely as well, faded, but you still used it. So I listened to your suggestions and askings about having the regular background on that side. That also makes the book thicker and thicker, you can imagine. And there was few reasons why those books came out so big. I think it's a great value because, as I said, for $5 more you get second book within that book. So I think it's an amazing, phenomenal value. I think in the winter stories it's like over 300 plus images. I would have to check it, and this one is over 400 images or something. Like, we're talking about unique, different, unrepetitive images within one book, which is insane, a lot, and really well played together for you to have the most gorgeous project. So here is that left side background, in case any of you was wondering, Marta, the background on the left is always so beautiful. So here it is. I've listened. Now, one of the, maybe not big change, but one of the change I decided to do is to add more quarters. And that's for two reasons. One, people that love ATCs will find it much more handy. For card making, much more handy. but I have some other idea for you in my sleeve. In my sleeve. I would love to start and run a challenge called Maremi Jumbo cards, collage cards, something like that, because I found these jumbo cards some time ago in my studio, and I just fell in love in the size of it, because I know people have been using cards to make projects. Some people using ATC, which is like, I'll show you, sorry, the size, kind of half of it, right? It's around ATC size. But I didn't see anyone using jumbo cards, so I think we're gonna have a new challenge run here on YouTube, on the group Current Collage with Maremi Books, with the jumbo cards. I think it's such a great idea. I already did one project with the previous, when I started it, with the previous books, and I think, look at it, the sizing, it's perfect for the jumbo cards, but not only for cards in general, for smaller journal pages. So I focused on making sure that there's enough of everything for everyone, from a tiny projects, and also like having even quarters. It's already like, this could be, if you look at the sizing of the houses, it could be still used for ATC. So I really focus on making sure to cater for every project you can only dream and wish to have. And I think jumbo cards are fantastic. Collaging on the jumbo cards, we need to come up with the hashtag for that. Once I have it, I will let you know, but I think maybe Maremi jumbo cards or Maremi collage cards. Maybe you have some suggestion. Drop me some hashtag ideas in the comments for that. So when I was making those books, both Gnome one and also the winter one, the idea for this sizing was already in my head for the challenge as well, because you have to kind of work and plan ahead. And sometimes you may think, oh Marta, what are you doing? I'm like, I can't tell you, there are things behind the scenes I can't tell you. So planning for these books was also very much so connected to the upcoming challenge, that I think it will be phenomenal, because we can all do stuff together. So let's just not chat anymore, let's just watch and see what's inside. But here's the idea for the project, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. I find ATC a little bit too small, truly. I like it, but somehow I think I find it a little bit too small, not enough sometimes space to work, which with these I feel there is more background that I can have a play that is just bigger. I don't think it's more challenging, I think it's more like just bigger playgrounds for us to use. So that's where the quarters are coming handy, and I think it is a fantastic idea. Let me know what you think. Am I right in that matter? Then also, of course, we need to have halves, and I need to have the water, of course. The halves, like, I mean, these are so beautiful. I love them for the journal pages. When you have a journal page like that size, you can straight away start with just background like this, and you have your start there. So I try to have all the sizes, because I love all the sizes from tiny to big and all. Now of course we have to have fairy like kids, the beautiful focal points, the most gorgeous that they just perfect their way as they are. You don't have to try hard to make your project stand out, because I think these are so cute, and few always words connected to the actual images. So we're talking about clothing for kids, we're talking about some wintry things, snowflakes. I think kisses from heaven, snowflakes are kisses from heaven. I love it all. I love it all. I like these. This is I know a lot of people have been mentioning horizontal sizes as well, which I think I love it as well. So why not? And we have two different sides, so depending, but you can still, guys, don't limit yourself. You can still cut it just this part, this part. You can really still decide and cut it however it works best for you for your project. Our cute boy, the jars, the robins, very much wintry, a tiny Christmassy, but I would say much more wintry. Another quarters, which I think it's so handy because you get so many different choices, and the color palette is like phenomenal. I love it. I love the mixture. I love how we have a little bit of snowflakey, we have a little bit of snow, we have some wooden feel to it. I just think it's spectacular. It's a beautiful, a perfect start as it is. Now, doors and windows. I know you are waiting for the book with doors and windows, but in the meantime, I'm giving you the doors and windows and the specific themes. This time, winter. Winter, and we had some in autumn as well. The beautiful fairies, a little bit of background. Yet again, you can cut it, this one. You can use these elements. You don't have to. It's up to yourself, but I love the wintry wreaths on their heads. I just love it. I think it's very elegant and pretty. We have some winter girls as well. We have some fairies too. We have some boy as well, drinking teas and stuff. So it's so cute. It's so cute. Woolly, warm clothes. Why not? This is upside down, just in case you're wondering. I just found it nicer because I'm giving you more space to the side of the length. So this is upside down. These are like 4 different little backgrounds. I think these are gorgeous. Anything will work on it. Imagine fussy cutting a little fairy wintry gnome on top of that background would be just phenomenal. And I love, absolutely love the colors again. So pretty. A few trees, because I know that a lot of you love trees, so I had to have a pretty trees. There are some bit of a snowy feel, but it's a very different texture, I like to say. Now this is also very pretty. It's kind of vintagey style, I think. I love the color matching the images as well, which is so nice. And I love that we have small for ATC size, we have slightly bigger full size of people, and someone who is walking, so you can see the shoes, but you also see only a part. So I think everyone will find something that they will love. Those are so beautiful that I decided that this one and the previous one had to be in the bigger scale. And honestly, you can really just use part if you feel like it. You can use just like cut it like this part and use it for your bookmark. Imagine. I just love them so much. The detail is incredible here. I'm so proud of these images. I didn't see anything like that before, so I'm so proud. I'm so happy, and I really hope you will feel the same. I've seen some projects already. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. More houses, why not? We all need more houses and different sizes. You can see, I think everyone will really particularly find something for themselves. Even a little bit of a churchy feel or towery feel, whichever, but bigger, middle, smaller, everything is there. I hope to wish. Another page with the beautiful wreaths on top of the fairies and little deer as well. This one is a big background, but yet again, don't be scared of it. Cut it in half, cut part of it. The same as I showed you when we were making this. Do you remember when we did this autumn card? I promise you now, this release cost me a lot of time, a lot of dedication, passion, love. As I wrote somewhere, it's a labor of love, and it's so true. It was like 7 books altogether, and I really wanted them to come out as soon as possible. So you're gonna have the whole season to really use it and enjoy it. So that's why I was much less here on YouTube, and of course the stores were asking for the books and we were shipping to stores wholesale. That is a whole different level of work that we haven't expected that this will be happening, but it is happening, and we're forever grateful for all of these opportunities, but it all takes time. So I promise that now we have the books. I have my time back in hands, I feel, because making the book is one thing, but checking it, finished edits, like there was 4 people checking for the mistakes in the books, because they do happen. No matter how many times you check, they do happen. In those last books, I think there's 0 mistakes, 0, like 4 different people were proofing the book. So I really hope that it's the most perfect release ever. I hope, and I'm trying to improve with every book, with every release. I'm sorry that I didn't bring any water. Hannah, would you bring me some water? Please. You can join after. Hannah was trying to join for the past since the beginning, but I said to her that I need to be on my own for a little moment. But just to finish my thought, this release was heavy, was big, was so much waiting, so many people was waiting as well for it, and when I thought that we have it, everything was delayed. I'm like, no, it is not happening, it is not happening. There are a lot of things that are out of my control. When I cooperate with Amazon, which is a huge beneficial side, because it's the most helpful part that I can finally have my books in UK. That's one of the most beautiful plus of it, because we don't ship to UK since Brexit, which is like 2-3 years, I don't know, since the beginning of it. So a lot of beautiful friends, crafter friends from UK, were suffering from lack of products from me. So having books on Amazon UK and worldwide, it's just that I couldn't imagine anything better, honestly. But then it comes at cost of not only that the books are more expensive, because the biggest how can I say that? Well, Amazon is the biggest beneficial of that all. Let's put it this way, let's be honest here, that's how it works. But then he's dealing, the whole company is dealing with things that I don't have to worry that much anymore. It's taking a big chunk from my shoulder, and it's giving me a chance to have not one, not two, but 18 books right now, because I had time for it. When the customer service is on their end, when the returns are on their end, because if you don't like the book, you can return it. If you feel that your book is just lacking something, it's something wrong, the print is wrong, the print is off, the colors are wrong, or something is not okay, return the book to Amazon. There is no problem. They're gonna replace it 100%. Printers are different. The print in USA is different to print in Europe. A print in this country or that end of the country, that beginning of the country, like there are different places. But thanks to that, we are able to cater pretty much for everyone, and that's the most beautiful thing ever. I couldn't ask for better situation, because I need a sip of drink. That's okay. Thank you, Hannah. This thank you so much. Let me show you quickly what can happen sometimes, and it's a pure accident. I kept this one because Hannah wanted to keep it. So we have the Fairies in Bloom, but look how it happened. Whatever book was printed mixed up with our book. So these things do happen. Those mistakes just happen, and it's okay, as in, well, it's not okay, but it's okay. You can just return the book. Hannah wanted to keep this one. We were laughing that this book belonged to Hannah. So mistakes happen. Book can be printed upside down. The paper could be shine. It all depends on where it's printed. So if something is bothering you, of course, let us know. Let the Amazon know. It's fine, because I hope you are happy with your I think Lucas has some other ideas, some other examples. I wish you to be happy with the books. I really wish you to enjoy them as much as you okay, where is that one? Oh, so this one is where we have left to right, right? So it should be where is it? 1 second, let me show you. So basically it should be left side there, right? All the backgrounds, and it's opposite. So in theory, if you think about it, this one is actually good, because truly it's just left to right. But if you don't like it, of course, you are more than welcome to return it. But just so you know, those things do happen, and I wouldn't like you to put a bad review because of this, because those, like, you can only imagine as well, it's like hundreds and thousands of books all over the world being printed daily. Not Maremi, of course, but all of the books. So it's tons of machines that work, and also there are people who work, so mistakes may happen. So if there's anything that bothers you, just make sure to return it and be happy with the book. And sometimes it may be even possible not to eliminate the differences, because differences will be happening. It's normal with the print, it's natural, but yeah, I think we can move on from here. So this one is the... Come on, you want to say hi? And so this one is the big full print. Do you want to come closer? No. I think everyone missed you as well, Hannah, so it's good that you're here with me. Now this one is a full print where we have a big A4 size page, but don't be afraid of it, because honestly you can cut this part only, like imagine you can cut this part, this one. The most important thing about these, it's like every inch of this page, it's gorgeous, every inch. So whether you're gonna decide to cut it in smaller, keep it as it is, frame it, some people have been framing, it's up to yourself. Now the biggest request was ATC size. ATC, Marta, we need ATC. There are ATC dedicated pages. I think in this book there is 3. Let me quickly, without spoiling much, without spoiling much, and I can't find it. I think there are 3. I found one, and there's one more, definitely. Girls only. Well, no, boys too, I think. 1 second. Where is it? Oh, well, there's, oh, I found it. Well, there is one that has elements as well, and oh, there we go. So we've got one for ATC size. Is it ATC size? Let me show you. There we go. ATC size, you can cut it all. So we have 1, 2, 3, which is elements, and 4 with the chubby. Okay, so let me show you this one first. We have the ATC dedicated pages, because a lot of you have been asking, quite a lot of you actually, and I thought absolutely. So this is one of the also reasons why this all became thicker and chubbier, and the books are just bigger, simply as that. Another gorgeous, beautiful page. This is coming in the bigger version as well. I thought it's so phenomenal. It's a yellow tint to it as well, and don't be surprised that there is this vintage yellow tint purposely, because how can you show the snow without having, you know, like it has to be a little bit of a darker background or yellow tint so you can see the snow actually happening. And another quarters, which are windows, and no, actually those are just doors, and the windows are later, but different types of doors, as you can tell. I hope you can tell. My favorites, these are my absolute favorites. That's why this one is coming in big, or this one is coming in big. This meant to come in big as well, but I just couldn't fit anymore. They're like, no, you're not gonna like the even more and more pages, so I leave it for some other time. But this one, like, I love them both. They're absolutely adorable, beautiful, gorgeous, and perfect. Let me put this aside, Hannah. And yet again, if you feel that this is too big, cut it smaller, no problem. This came last as the kind of later stage, but I just thought it's so beautiful, and you can cut it individually and look and attach it to a girl. She could be standing under it. How gorgeous, like, honestly. And then the idea when this came, I was like, we need singular ones, so we have some singular ones as well. You can mix it all and make a little, like a garden, winter garden. This is lovely. Like a bouquet as well. This is lovely because we have the most gorgeous color palette. If you look at it, the beautiful pastels, I adore it. Love them both equally. I couldn't make them smaller because they were just too cute. Dangling things. And a sip of water. One moment. Thanks, Hannah, for my water. Dangling things. We need them, of course. I love them so very much, and I have seen you using them, so that means they are very handy for you as well. Different sizes, and that's the bigger one, the winter flowers as well, and some elements. You can put even fairy inside here, which would be so cute. And this is another, we don't have that many big backgrounds. As I have mentioned, I really thought to give you more choices, more options, but this is very wintry, very wonderlandy, very magical. I love it. I really wanted to have more flowers, give you more ideas to fill the pages, to have the fillers, and this feels like a perfect, beautiful filler. Sorry, a perfect filler with those flowers. Again, she could be under this one, and together she could be on ATC, or she could be on the card, on the jumbo card. Like, guys, we just have to wait and do projects together. Another beautiful selection of images, and I really try to make sure that you're gonna get different images, that you're, one second, I moved that because Hannah is gone. That you're gonna get different colors, different ideas, different shapes, different ideas, just unique things that every project will seems to be different. I really hope so. I really hope for that. I love these kids. They're like kind of typical, but well, they're fairies, but they're like kind of typical. It's like Hannah with her winter booties and with the winter hats. This was really this was really inspired by Hannah. She a lot of times would have those pomponis on her heads or on her hats, or she would have some teddy bear or Pikachu or whichever. So very much Hannah. I love these. Now yet again, it's not a typical winter, but I think it's so gorgeous. It deserves to be here, and you can cut it as it is and be like such a beautiful focal background for your card. Imagine your card, it's nearly done. Look, if you just take this one square, just cut it, it's there, put something in the middle, maybe a saying, maybe a fairy, whichever, it's done, because it's such a beautiful, perfect start. Now I fell in love with these two creatures. That's why they are bigger. I thought they are the most adorable things ever. I love them all, but these two, they're just so different, so unique. A big background, yes, a big background. However, you can cut it smaller and use those images however suits you. Don't be afraid of big backgrounds. I'm giving you them to not limit you, because if I limit you to small backgrounds only, it will feel that the book isn't as inclusive. But right now you can make big and small, you can make middle, you can cut it, you can decide what would you like, you can rip it apart, but at least you have options, and I think I love that about the book. Now another small images, small houses. I had to have some more robins. ATC, the most cute little girls and the boys with the sack and with the hats, very elegant. I just love it. I love the colors again. And we have windows yet again. Like, even though they're quite similar, they are different. Either they're different in color or the elements. We have some mushroom, we have some snowflakes, we have some purple, we have some we have some Christmas tree, so each should be different. And then we have some elements to add, little elements.
I just love this one.
Oh, you love this one. I love it. I love them all, honestly. I love them all, but I thought it's gonna be perfect for your ATCs especially. Now we have the big birds, but why not to have some smaller as well? As in at the beginning we had these two big
grown up.
They're not grown up. Well, no, big size, like horizontal, which this is smaller, and they could be just as they are. You can even cut it and just have it for the card. Have some background, add some saying. I think it's fantastic for the beginners, for everyone, but for the beginners, it's the ideal one actually.
You know that bunny in the version of me, just bunny.
Yeah.
That's me.
That is you. Now, I'm in total love with those flowers. They are what, as you can see, they're unique, they're different, they're not typical. They are with the snow. They have beautiful, I don't know, elegance in them. They could be perfect for, sorry, I'm just trying to be within Hannah and myself. They could be just perfect on its own, or they could be just, I actually seen people using flowers from Gnome book for the sympathy cards, which I found so good, so nice, because it's such a wonderful idea. These could be as well, whatever saying you're gonna add. Like, sometimes it's hard to find, but I think these could be so beautiful. And we have some sayings with it as well. I love these. They could be on its own, but they could be together with the little fairy. Like, if you fussy cut a little, if we find like a little one, you know, you can cut it, and they can be together, joined on the card or on the ATC. That's a lot of talking. That's a lot of talking. And we have words that are matching a theme of that page. I love this one. Yet again, they were just too beautiful to let it happen differently and have them smaller. So we have a big house, we have the this is like connected really with our gnomes, because our gnomes are full of mushroom, full of gnomey houses, and as you can tell, it's a kind of yellowy tint. There is a tint, so we can see the snow. That makes much more sense, I guess. It's easier. And another one which we have three like kind of gnomey, regular with gnomey people. We have connection with the next book. We have some chubby fairies. I know how much you love them in the Christmas version. Now this is something for vintage lovers and beautiful sceneries. Like you can use it as it is. You can totally torn it. You can add gesso and paint it wherever you don't like. We will be doing that everything together. I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm finally here for you.
Scissors.
You can. I love these. I think they are so adorable. I love the big size, perfect for the big journal pages. So there isn't that many big this time, as you can tell. There's few, but there's far more middle size, small size, and that's why also the choice is massive, because I just really wanted to make sure that there's everything and more and above. I love her. I think she's so doty. Well, no, I love them all. I should say I love them all. I can't say I love her more. No. Another quarters, I think beautiful. Very much for Gnomey. These are perfect for anything. Like, it's just such a pleasure to watch it, because I can only see how you will be playing with that. You can rip it a little bit, have a layer on top of each other. This could be layered on top, like mix and match, mix and match. These two are beautiful. Can be used together, but don't have to. But again, a perfect start with some beautiful snowflakes and snow and more words. There's tons of words across the book, and this is more regular. And I also try to have the words slightly smaller. I tried this. I don't know who noticed this. There is a little message from me. Let this book be your canvas, and may it inspire endless creativity in your art. A little message from me. Now there were smaller words. Well, small enough. Snowing, frosty windows. I tried for a bit smaller this time. I listened to your suggestions a lot, and there's so many pages that it's even hard to find anything, but I tried my best to have some smaller, not as big. They're not too big. No, they would still be good, but there's a lot of shorter sentences or 2 words only. You can cut it all. And we have, this is a gorgeous mixture, and I love how we have this image comes with these two images comes smaller from these two. I figured this one, the big one, I figured, you know what, let's have it smaller just in case, and you maybe like and enjoy smaller version or bigger, and you will see for yourself. And then we have this gnomey girl. I love her so much. She's not full, but we can try to add her wings and try to do a little bit of drawing of that. But I wanted to have this mixture of on the last page as a connection with the gnome book. It's like a transition into gnome book. However, there's something else, because
you know this. Here, her. You know Lachlan from my class.
Yeah.
That's basically similar to her
sister. His sister. It is.
Did you?
I did when I was picking you up from the birthday party. Now I have the flowers as well. These, my favorites. I wanted to keep them as the last, as a cherry on top, because I just love them so much. I felt that they are like cherry on top. I think they're just gorgeous for like same as this, right? Tulip, but it's not a tulip. So you have a little fairy that can stand under it, and will be just so gorgeousness. Great page fillers, perfect, beautiful, and unique and different. And as I mentioned, the background is there. And of course a bonus page. I love the moons. I know a lot of you have mentioned the moons. She's so cute. She's standing in the pose and all. Cute little bunnies. and a little bit of Gnome feel for the next book.
I just
so
love that one.
you love that one? Me too. And a little info in case you're wondering, all the social media, join our Facebook group, Cat and Collage are journaling with Maremi Collage book. I can't believe it, it's like 2 books, right? Because it's so big. So that was the winter stories. Now we have Gnomes in Winter Wonderland. I have no words for this book because I honestly feel this was the most magical I could come up with, I think. So let's see it together, She's so doty, so she's on the back. She's on the back as well.
She's adorable.
I have to admit one thing, that one book was inspiring me for the other book, so I have been working on them together simultaneously, and I think for that reason as well, they complement each other beautifully too. And I think, no, you don't need to have both, but if you do, it's beautiful to mix them together. But don't feel you have to have them, because each book has everything what you need for the project. So yes, but just in case you're wondering, that's how it is. Yet again, a little hello from me. Yes, Hannah?
Do you know when we're doing the art? I just love that part.
Maybe after this video. Okay, we'll do it together. Would you like
And
to?
I can also do something.
We do something
Maybe.
together. Hannah has been home for the last day because she had temperature. And are you feeling okay now?
Yeah, my voice is kind of changing.
Your voice is kind of changing. Yes, it is.
I kind of changed because I could have any temperature
Oh yeah, so
from
you
those pants.
so you changed for the thinner one, is it? Well, this jumper is also thick enough, and you may feel that you may be too warm. No, you're good. Okay, now another gorgeous. I hope it's not too bright for you because I have my lamps quite bright. I hope it's not too bright.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I hope not. Okay. Our cover girl, chosen by Emily actually, because I wanted this one to be there, but Emily said, no mom, it's this one. So we have some bubbles as well. I wanted to give you some options that will be more magical and not typical winter either. It's a mix. I think it's a good mix that you can have a little bit of imagination running with these, and the fact that these are gnomic girls, that they are just different in their look. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of having something I couldn't wait to show you. I couldn't spoil any surprises with this book because I just was so proud of like constructing the book, that it's just so pretty but so different, so magical, so special in so many aspects, and that with each page that I was creating, I was coming up with another idea for it and another one. I was like, oh, this is so cool, this will work so beautifully, this will work so well, and I was just so happy about that. So yes.
Mama, I got a great idea.
Yes.
When I heard the word bubble, I just thought about like a fairy holding a bubble.
Yes.
But not those globes.
Yeah.
Just those like...
The bubbles, she could. Now, those came kind of as the last, the flower additions, because I just felt, wouldn't that be... Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. Let's start again. Those came kind of the later stage idea, but I just felt, that is genius. This is so pretty, and it is just so lovely to have the winter with the flower mix. Why not? Who said no? And yes, the more I was trying to envision their world, because I wanted to make a world for gnomes, a magical winter world, like Winter Wonderland, like the title says. The more I was trying to envision it, the more enchased things were coming up, and the more my ideas were changing, and the more ideas I was bringing into the book. I was like, this is happening, I can't believe it, this is going to be the most beautiful one. And also, while making both of these books, my biggest worry was that the books are growing thicker and thicker and thicker. And then Lucas said to me, it's fine, Marta, don't worry about it, because yes, the book will be slightly more expensive, but look at the pricing. When I realized that really there is actually a huge benefit in those, I felt relieved, because I know that what's inside the books, the value that books are bringing, that it's like the books are fighting for themselves. I don't think I have to even tell you how amazing those are, because I think when you see them, I really hope when you see them you just feel it for yourself. But let's just move on and just chit chat about it. The Magical World, we have some weird mushroomy something, because I really wanted for you to have the feeling of things that aren't there, or the world that isn't existing, but this is what I was coming. I wanted the fluff, I wanted the delicate, I wanted the pastel, I wanted our gnomes to have the most special place for them. So here it is. Yet again, you can cut it smaller like previously. Then we have quarters, but this time I decided to add some words to it. I love it. Where's the I'm trying to find the saying that my niece loved the most. It's not here. I think these are the most beautiful backgrounds you can imagine. Honestly, cut any of the gnome there, put it in there. It's hard to for me now, but put it in there. It's going to be just so pretty. Match up the colors, and oh, it's going to be just wow, I promise you. Same for this one. You have the fluff, and you can just cut this and put it in here, or just use it on its own. So we have some gnomey kind of houses, little hideouts. Sorry if you couldn't see me for a moment. So we have the houses, we have the, and we need a sip of water. Excuse me for that, but I just have so much to say, of course. So these are like hideouts for our gnomes. And then we have cute little gnomes, tiny, they're even smaller than ATC. But I thought, I'm gonna give you all. If someone is making the miniature art, here they are, because this is more of a size for the ATC. And of course some words, because I think the general wording as well, I like to have it. I use all the time general wording, and I think it's so nice, so important to have as well. Horizontal, beautiful.
Sorry, what was the smaller one?
This one, these.
Oh, these
look, they are like half of the ATC. And we have some horizontal backgrounds with the mushrooms. And then we have am I right? This girl is coming twice. I just loved her so much. I just did. So she's tiny and bigger, and she's coming twice. Rarely there's anything repeated. Only if I think that she's so cute. She's so cute. Let's do it again. I think this one is just as adorable. And we have a skin, a toned skin, and I love that. I love to have a little bit of everyone's cup of tea and wishes. So here they are. Another beautiful background, beautiful, gorgeous. And yet again, is it winter or is it not? I think you can really get you get change again. Okay. I really think you can get the vibe of the world more than anything, because if you feel like there is not enough winter in it, not enough snow, you can add snow yourself with the paste, with the 3D paste or some sparkling paste. Or gesso. Good job, Anna! And flowers, more flowers with some little snow on top. Additions. Now, little houses, we have yet again quarters, which I think it's so fantastic. I can't wait to see your images, your projects with it. Yet again, to being able to see the actual snow, the book has to be a little tint with the yellow. I think it works and to enchase the beautiful magic in it as well. And another big background this time, but I think it's so pretty as well. I had to have it in the large scale, but yet again, feel free to cut it. It's just a suggestion of a big background, but whatever you decide, it's going to be perfect. The windows as well, 4 nearly different windows we have. I'm really trying to make sure that whatever you have, whenever you have the image, you will see like, oh wow, that's different. Oh, the mushroom. Oh, something. Oh, something. So the actual images, like, they should match with each other, but they should be different in my books anyway. So that's how I see it. I hope you can tell. I hope you can see the actual that you have when you will be looking for a window. You have like a choice of, wow, which is going to match the most of the most, and I like that idea. Another dedicated ATC, like with the winter stories now, with the, oh, she's coming second time because I loved her as well, so she's coming with the bigger size too. And we have ATC dedicated Gnomes, super cute. Then we have Gnome flowers, which I love. I think it doesn't have to be wintry, it can be just for any time during the year. And we have some mushrooms because Gnome world has mushrooms, of course, right? This one is super cute as well. It's like she's like a gnome, but she's like a girl, but she's also like a little bit of what's the word? You probably wouldn't know, that's okay, but it's like, anyway, like woodlandy feel, gnomey, woodlandy, everything together. And we have some small worlds yet again. This part, this part, this part. Feel free to cut it, rip it, don't be afraid. This is the magic that you like, it's your fun, it's your game with the book, how you decide to use the animals, of course. And we had to have, like, every book is going to have a bunny now. You all love my bunnies, so we have the gorgeous little animals in the size of ATCs, but even smaller. But honestly, for the journal pages,
this squirrel.
yes, for the,
And also this bunny. I just love.
I think my favorite probably would be the bunny, I think. And we have the A5 size, which is half of the A4. Beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous little houses. Houses for our gnomies. Beautiful. And more gnomies. And the boys as well. Love this one. And we have some bubbles too. Bigger sizes, smaller. Just as many variations as possible, but also some of them to work together, so they kind of next to each other. Excuse me, simultaneously, no, together, purposely, so you can possibly mix them and match together. Now we have some windows again, no, doors. We have some doors and the magical mushroom with it. I love, why not to have teal or blue mushrooms? Who said we can't? We do, of course we can. And the background that yet again could be cut like this or used as a full. This one was used as one of the first images I've seen in the group, so you must have loved this one so very much. I love it too. It is very pretty, very adorable. It's a big one, but it's so gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
When are we doing the art?
In a minute.
I just can't wait.
I know. So we have some quarters again, very delicate and pretty backgrounds. This could suit so perfectly as just your base, delicate, and built on top of that. Base for your card, base for your ATC, whichever. And of course, oh yeah, where's that? Oh, that's my niece. When she was checking the book as well for me, she was like, in a world full of snowflakes, be a gnome. She said, Auntie, this is the best saying from the whole book. I agree. And this one, I'm so proud of these homes, these houses. Nothing I've seen so far. I tried to bring you, I don't know, something that it would be something in between magic, in between woodland, in between something special. I feel every page is special. I have probably mentioned this way too many times, and it probably feels very vague on me to be so in love with the books. But honestly, it was months of thinking, months of working, of editing, of changes. That was days and days. At some point I was like, I'm done with it. I'm not finishing it. I can't look at it anymore. So honestly, it was just such a wonderful experience to come up with the most special, significant, different projects, as in those little pieces are like my projects, but the images that will be distinctive, and you'll be like, Oh, this is from her book, so I hope you will feel this. I hope I'm giving you this vibe of it. Another beautiful one. I just love it so much. I love how different and unique this looks. I love the colors. I love the mystery behind. Oh, it's just wow. Now these are similar flowers to this one, purposely yet again, because I wish you to have more chance to maybe do a 3D feel. The sizes are mixed up and colors are mixed up, but you can, I actually even had a message today from one of my crafty friends saying that she wished for more repetitive images so she could do 3D feel. So I hope if she was watching this one she may enjoy these, because you can have a little bit of erased elements with those. I purposely didn't leave the lines because you can see that lines of course are giving us less options because less room. So this time I thought you can make your own lines, right? I hope so. Another gorgeous little town. I love the colors. I love the
Or maybe like for like an old way of saying it, like a village.
Village, yes, a village. Yes, a village for my Gnome friends. And more gnomes here, the most cute ever. I'm in love. What can I say? I'm in love, and I will be out loud saying I'm in love. Sleepyhead, right? Another big background, but cut it. Don't be afraid. Pastel-y feel. We have snow, but easily you can use that during the year, this part, without snowflakes. So I think very much versatile. That's a cute page as well. I love the bear. I love all of them. Like saying love to everything. Don't be surprised. I just think it's just so pretty. And the bubbles as well, giving you options to fill your pages or cards. And another one which is so beautiful, so spectacular looking, fabulous if someone is looking to fill in a big page, like a big A4, A3 actually even size of the journal page, a hideout for our gnomies. And more boys as well. Oops. However, this, I love him. I love the fact he's in blue, but he has curls, long hair, and he has even a bow. I just adore it. I think it's just fantastic so very much. I love the sizes of them, the bubbles around. And they're not a typical gnomes, I think, so I love that the most, but there will be some typical gnomes, don't be afraid. Another gorgeous house and this really weird scenery. I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with it. I'm excited to see myself how I'm gonna play with these, because a lot of you have been asking more backgrounds. That's why we have 3 books of backgrounds, because the rice papers are not available for everyone, and I've been listening, and I thought, let's do it. So with that book you have tons of different backgrounds as well, like in the rice paper sets. So you have the clouds as well, you have some elements, you have the house, you have it all. You have the beautiful scenery. This is probably one of my most favorite, that's why it's on the cover as well. I love these flowers.
Background. Background, right?
No, the cover. Yeah, background cover. Yeah. I love this. I love it. I think it's going to be just so super with the little fairies, with the little gnomies. However, another quarters, the cutest of all. I think they just super. You can use it with the backgrounds, but you can fussy cut it around it. The idea for the backgrounds to be there is it's a lot of people says that they have arthritis and they can't fussy cut, and that's okay. I get it. So you can rip it and then you can try to manipulate with your paint and do a little bit of the same as we did here, you know, when
like with the
I was trying to have, when you have the goosey, and I try to have the barrier in between the papers hidden, so you don't have the lines and you blend in as much as you can. So with those backgrounds we can do that as well, and I hope you will try that. So don't be afraid of the background. It's actually setting you off as well for the wonderful start to have the color scheme. So you get that image and you look at the image and you think and you collect either the inks with it or paints or crayons or markers, and you try to look for the actual color combo for the image. I think that's wonderful. something maybe more basic, not necessarily. I love the white mushrooms with it. I absolutely adore every single image here. I could talk for hours why I think it's so beautiful, but it's just, it is wow. I think it feels very, very different, and I love that. A little housey kind of resting spaces, places for the Gnomes, and some just regular sort of words as well added. Why not? We have another beautiful image, a scenery that could be filled with elements on top. I think someone have messaged me, my beautiful friend actually, she messaged me that she said, Marta, you making a movement, and believe me, I just feel very similar, that people may think that, oh, it's just images and putting them together, but I think even if it's just that, I think that's huge if it makes people happy. This is the best rewards, this is the best path to be where we are, to enjoy the images, to make us to make us happy, to be our art therapy. Gluing the images, putting together the collaging. Maybe it's a different type of collaging that we know of for the last years, but I love that journey. I love those images. I love the mix. I love that you can have all these 18 books. You don't have to. You can have 1 or 2 and you'll be perfectly super, and you'll be set for a lot of projects, because I think with all these books as well, I grow and change and learn and improve. I hope to think. Let me know if I'm improving. I heard you've been saying, Marta, I didn't think you could do any better, but you outdid it yourself this time. So I hope I'm really bringing you something that you just enjoy this and cherish and pet it as I do. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. And yet again, I never mentioned this, but the left side, it's there, so don't be afraid. Look, it's there on the full scale, just in case you wished. So I listened to your suggestion saying, Marta, we need these left. You have the most beautiful left side, so the left side is for you to enjoy. And many of you have been asking, Marta, can I copy the book for my own use? You can of course copy for your own use if you need more of these backgrounds, for example, because you make 5 of the same cards. If you copy at home with your printer for your own use, absolutely do that. What's not allowed is to copy, resale, create digi from it and repurpose it afterwards. That's not allowed. You can use the images for your cards, for your journal pages, for your boxes, for your canvases, for your 3D projects. Whatever you create handmade and you sell it, or a pins, or a phone covers, whatever you create with the images as in handmade items, you're more than welcome to use it and sell it and use it as your own creative art, because you use those images for your own creativity, for your own way of seeing the final piece. So absolutely yes. Let's move on from the ATC dedicated page to, we had these flowers, but I purposely changed the color, and I felt I wanted to have the muted version of it, more muted, vintagey feel, and a little bit more colorful. It depends, because I think it really depends what you have, what kind of you know, she could be matching color-wise. She could be matching with this one, maybe this one could be the grayishy kind of, she could match with this one. So I really wanted to give you options, not limit you, and I hope that works best for you, because I like that. That's another set of houses that I'm proud of, same as the other ones. I honestly really was so gobsmacked when I was trying to think of what you haven't seen before, and I believe you haven't seen these, and I love all for here. All, well, this is less, but it's still very pretty. I love how it turned out, but these are just phenomenal. It gave me this different vibe of the house. I don't know, there's something crazy about it and special, and I love that. Some kind of like a dandelion flowers as well, and this one is, it's not repetitive, am I right? Yes, no, it's a bigger size, similar, and it's like a final, it's like done page nearly, but no cut these all, use this full or cut it however it feels good for you, my friends. And the girl that I said should be repeated, maybe there's someone else, but I wouldn't be surprised. You love her. I love them all. What can I say? I love them all. 2 bits, 2 bits. Now this one, another fluffy feel for the sitting areas and a little bit of outside, outdoors. And we have quarters, which is fantastic because you can use them for smaller journal pages and all. And more dwarfy. We have some more gnomey looking gnome, and I love them all. They're just so pretty, and the bubbles as well. Oh, these are the flowers that someone have been using for the sympathy cards, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's such a wonderful idea for these to be used this way, just to keep it in mind, you know. I love the words as well, of course. I love it. And the creatures, and I was like, our gnomes, they do need pets, so these are the pets of our gnomes. I'm so proud of them.
I just love them.
You love them? I love them too. I think they're so adorable.
I just love this one.
Yes.
It's the front guy, I think.
It is. I think it's turned, yes. You're right.
You're
right. Yes. I felt that our gnomes, they need pets. So here they are. I'm so proud of them. I so love them.
This guy looks like a hamster.
A bit, yeah. Now some people may not like it because they could be maybe too creepy, whichever, but I guess
I like the one that's holding the bird.
The robin. It is. I love it too. And now this is one of my favorite images as well. I just wanted this to be huge here, but I think would be so chopped off easily in the smaller pieces, so chop it off. Chop it off, guys. And more ATC size images, beautiful, cutesy, girlies, each on its own, different. And we have even more woodlandy feel with the fluff and pastel and hideouts and in the woods feel, and a little bit of kind of homes, but not necessarily. Additions as well to your projects, which are, I think, super awesome. And we have some kind of regular looking gnomes. So if you think of gnomes, you probably think of these guys. But yeah, I like them too. I love them too. But I must say, all of these are my cup of tea, being so different in their feel of the gnomey. Of the gnomey. So yeah, totally something. Where are they? They're just hiding all of them now, all of it now. Okay. And more girls in different sizes. I love the big sizes as well. Like there's tons of small, but we need Marta style big sizes, so here they are. Super pretty, so pretty. And the background that I promised to have, and the bonus page, which is so cute. I've already seen people using this, this, and this. These 3 I've seen being used. So that's it. Oh wow! And to the art. Well, dinner first, I think, because my tongue is rumbling for sure. Let's say goodbyes. The final goodbyes. Finally, we have them to enjoy, to pet it, to cut it. Don't be afraid to cut it. I know that a lot of you is mentioning, Marta, I'm so scared of cutting it. Like there's so many pages to enjoy. Don't be afraid of cutting it, of using it. Use your pretty things. I have been always saying this to you. Use your pretty things, guys, and enjoy it. That's why you purchase it, to have it. Well, some people purchase it to have it, the collection, to have it nicely on the shelf, not necessarily use it, but I encourage you to use it, love it, enjoy it so very much. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, the project. I think not in this video. I'm actually exhausted right now. I need dinner. Hannah needs dinner. So the next video will be probably with some...
I'm absolutely not hungry.
You're absolutely not hungry. So the next project, the next video will be with the project from these books. I'll be back sooner than you think because I missed the crafting like tons. And I wanted to record the chats and show you before I start cutting to have my first impression, because I didn't look, to be honest, in the book before the video. I love having, of course I made the book, so I know, but it's different when you have it in the paper, when you have the feel and all. I wonder if, let me know if you like the idea of of the cards, of the jumbo cards. We need to come up with the name for that challenge. Help me out with the challenge. Is it what we jumbo cards challenge, or Maremi jumbo cards, or Collage jumbo cards, or Maremi Collage jumbo card? I don't know, maybe you have some idea, and would you like me to run a challenge like this in the group, so we all have prompts and color schemes, maybe ideas for the cards, not every week because nobody has that much time, but once a month maybe. That would be fantastic in the group as well to share. So let me know about the card idea, the jumbo cards. Let me know which is your most favorite, if you have it, if you decided to use it already, if you own any. I would love to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts. If anything, I'm here, I'm all ears. Thank you so much, Hannah, for joining me today, for being my companion for this. But there's art being made. Would you like to show everyone your art? No? Okay, not this time. Maybe I'm gonna show you my books instead. Oh, and quickly I'll show you the flip through. This is the back. It's gorgeous, and this is the front. And let me just, I show you, I know what I show you. I show the bonus page of this book. Look at it. It is so adorable, the most gorgeous. I think this is going to be from all the bonus pages, it's going to be my favorite. So this is the bonus page for the autumn one. And let me quickly, and the front page. Isn't this just gorgeous? And a little bit of, let me not spoil all the surprises, but give you some good sneak peek. Okay, lastly, I really wanted to say that this release had been a huge success. You loved it so very much. You've run to the stores to get the book, so thank you so much. And you shared so many beautiful, wonderful words of love, appreciation of the book, so thank you so much. You make my job to be my most beautiful passion, turning into job, and thank you for that, because that's all thanks to you. So enjoy, cut it, use what you have, mix and match the books. You don't have to, don't feel that you need to have them all. It's not true. Get whatever you can in your own time. Don't feel pressured, and use as well the supplies you already have at home. And maybe mix them with my books. That would be fantastic. Oh, and lastly, if you left a review, thank you so much. If you haven't, maybe please do. Maybe you could share a little bit of your project in the review, few words, and if you love the books. But so far we already have, on the brand new books, we have like 15 reviews each or something. That's a lot. And on the background, the reviews are starting to pop because they were released 3-4 days later, so it's always a time. But for every single one of those, thank you so much. The reviews in general on our books, on Maremi books, are incredible, and I'm so grateful. Okay, would you like to say goodbye with me, Hannah?
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to be in your homes. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back to crafting. I can't wait to share some projects with you. I think I'm going to start with making some 3D card winter refill with tons of splashes for the winter. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.